One take. This is NBA One Take, November 12th, 2025. Three games for me on the docket. Three games for me on the docket. The first game was a primetime game. The Golden State Warriors versus the defending champs, Oklahoma City Thunder. Man, Thunder was all over them. They was all over them. They was all over. They smashed. Smashed. 126-102, led by SGA, Shea Gillis Alexander. He had easy 28 and 11. Chet Holmgren 23 and 11. AJ Mitchell in the start had 17. Isaiah Joe off the bench with 18. They're 11 and 1. All right, primed to continue their winning ways on the mission to defend their championship going back to back. I got them winning again. Because the way I see them playing is is but just better than everyone. And the only team I see right there as closest to OKC is possibly the Nuggets. But we will have to see, like in the playoffs, how that's gonna fare. But nah, mm-mm. I don't see nobody beating them, man. I don't see nobody beating them. I don't see nobody beating them. We'll see though. We'll see. We'll see if it comes to the playoffs, anything like that. We'll see. But for the Warriors, Curry he didn't have a good night. Steph Curry did not have a good night. Um, he didn't have a good night. It's 11 points. Jay Butler 12. Draymond Green 3, 4, and 2. Dre numbers. But yeah, they just didn't have it going. They're 6-6 at 500. I'm not gonna say Warriors is in trouble. I'm not gonna say that yet. I know that's been my hashtag for close to almost 5 years now. But there's some concerns there, especially with their record, because they have high expectations. You're moving Kaminga into the starting spot, trying to really get everything, your bearings going, and now you're at 500. So they gotta do some things. They gotta tweak some things around. I like how things is, but I think a lot of it has to do with all. I think personnel. I think Draymond Green should not be starting at center. That's my opinion, but we'll leave that to where it needs to be. All right. The next game of the night is the Denver Nuggets versus the Sacramento Kings. The Nuggets took care of business with them like they always do. They're 8-2, 122, 105, led by Nikola Jokic, 35 and 15, Jamal Murray 23 and 8, Eric Gordon with 17. Just a good performance by them. The Kings, Domantas Sabonis 19 and 8. Surprised he had that because he's been just really a real adjustment with this team. DeMar DeRozan 18, Russell Westbrook 14, 11, and 8, and Drew Eubanks with 19 off the bench. I like the Kings starting Russ, but I don't know what the Kings need. It's just not happening. Talent, maybe more games under the wings. They need some stretch. They need a stretch of wins. That's what they need, because you got the veterans in place to able to do so. So I don't know what's what's the issue with the Kings. I don't know. Maybe it's Doug Christie. Maybe it's the schemes that they're doing on offense. It's just something that's not clicking, and they're losing games because they're 3-8. It's looking real bad for them. With and I said before there was going to be tough in that Pacific Division, because you got to understand, even though people talk about division, you got to play those guys 4 times, right? And that's tough. That means you got to play the people in your division 4 times as well. That means it's like what, 16 games you got to play these guys in your division. So that's something that they have to look at. You got to really look at those things. All right, and the last game of the night is the hometown team, New York Knicks, beating the Memphis Grizzlies in the Garden, 133-120, led by Jalen Brunson, 32-10. Cat Towns with 21-13. Mikael Bridges with 22 and OG with 16 for the Knicks. Ja Morant, 16-10. Jared Jackson Jr. 19. Jalen Wells 18. And Santil Diamond 19 off the bench. Let me I think Ja Morant did say that he's not going to the Knicks. There's so much going on with him. If there's going to be some kind of deal in place for him to be going elsewhere, so they obviously said the Knicks. I think he shut that down. That there's and the Knicks is not interested in Ja Morant. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're not interested in Ja Morant. They like what they have so far, and they're going to do. They're going to do. They're going to go in that direction. They're not. They're not thinking about going with Ja Morant. They're not. They're not. Okay. They're not going with Ja Morant. All right. Breaking news: Bradley Beal will be out for the rest of the season. He had a hip injury in the previous game, and he's done. He's done. They're gonna have a surgery, and he's gonna be done. He hasn't been doing well with the Clippers. That was like around 8 points a game, trying to really find his bearings with them. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Brad Beal, he's getting up there in age, and I'm thinking of Isaiah Thomas. That's what I'm thinking. Remember Isaiah Thomas that played with the Boston Celtics, most notably IT4, and what that hip injury did to him. I don't think Brad is going to be the same. I don't think Bradley Beal will come back next season thinking he's going to be. No, I think Bradley Beal days as a starter is going to be over. Bradley Beal will be coming off the bench. He may have a little spark here and there, but I think he's going to be very limited in what he needs to be doing coming in next season and possibly for the rest of his career. Now, this is unfortunate. Brad has been a good, good to great player for a long time, um, but I don't think he's going to come back. It's just too many injuries, too many obstacles he had to overcome, and now this is just another one. And coming to LA, for the most part, try to finish out his career, and it's not going well for the Clippers. So we'll have to see on the Clippers going forward. But Bradley Beal, he's done for the season. This is NBA One Takes Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.